Alright guys, here's what the deal is. I've got Betaflight 3.5 on here. It is not on stock defaults. I have made the suggested changes to the yaw axis because I know I always crank the yaw axis up. So we've got 120 yaw eye gain, and we've got feed forward of 100 on yaw. And I am a troublemaker and can't resist taking chances, so I have set the Holybro Kopis, the Kakute F7 to 32 kHz, 3216, and it's running at 30% utilization with D-Shot 600. Is that even possible? Apparently it is. On top of that, it's been raining, so it's wet as hell, and if I go down, I'm potentially going to smoke this whole quad. Hey! Interesting. The rates feel really different. Interesting. Huh. The rates, the rates feel really different. Holy sh... Okay, the rates feel really different. It's got to be the feed forward. Let's try. It's smooth. Wow, that's pretty smooth right there. I'm going to bring it in. I'm at 14.4 on the battery, so it's probably about time to bring it in and try another battery. So this is pretty confusing to me because the rates feel like they're slower than I know they are. I know I set the rates up to my normal rates, but when I go full stick, it feels like they're slower. I'm not sure if something's going on there. Also, the rate curve feels really different. And I can't be more explicit than that, but the way the quad sort of enters the turn when you push for a roll feels different. It's got to be the feed forward because I don't think they changed the rate calculations. Let's try another pack. It's pretty smooth too. I'll check the high def footage to hear how it sounds. It sounds pretty smooth from here. Oh, anyway. How about yaw axis bounce? Little bounce there. Interesting. The rates don't feel as snappy. Whoa, air mode. Is air mode on? Feels like air mode must be off. Okay, well, we need that to be on. Yeah, air mode is off. We definitely want that to be on. That's a surprisingly good landing. The rates don't feel as snappy as they did on 3.5 and earlier. When I go to full stick, it doesn't feel like it's snapping as much as I expect it to. Maybe I just need to turn my pitch rate up. Let's try that. No, that's full stick, really? No way. That feels more like it. I don't know. That feels more like it. And it doesn't feel like it has as much of a curve as I expect. It feels like when it has a lot of a curve, at the very end of the stick throw, it will get real snappy real quickly. Whereas here it feels like it is more linear. It'll have a real acceleration. Let's see, profile, rates. I'll have to try it on other quads because of course this is just one quad, but let's turn the roll super rate up to 75 as well. Keep flying. That's more like it. It still doesn't have as much snap as I would expect. Well, I think I'm going to turn the expo down. I'm going to turn the expo down. This is usually what I run, but I'm just going to adjust it for feel to try to get it how I feel like it ought to be. The reason I'm going to turn expo down is because I want more. Well, a more expo will add more softness to the center. Maybe I need more expo. I'm really surprised about that. If I want to have more, I'm going to add more expo, but I don't want more softness in the center. The center feels fine. I just want a more abrupt snap. I think more expo is the right thing. That feels better. Ooh, we got a little bounce there, don't we? Oh, interesting. Wow, that nose holds rock steady. Wow, that nose holds rock steady. That's fantastic. Oh, I gotta get this battery in. That nose holds rock steady. That's pretty impressive. That's that new anti-gravity doing its magic. Well, I still can't figure out why the rates feel different. I am real curious to try Betaflight 3.5 on another quad, a quad that I've flown before, to know whether something has changed. I still feel like it needs to be faster, and I don't feel like the center needs to be softer. So let's raise the roll and the pitch rate just a little. Now the RC rate is going to make big changes. And that's going to change the whole throttle curve to be more sensitive, more faster. Yeah, that's interesting. That's still interesting. No, I don't like how that the center feels. It feels too twitchy at the center now. I'm having to make very small stick moves to stay controlled. So I've lost a lot of control at the center. Let's bring that back down to 55. Maybe I do want, so changing, let's change this super up to 80. Wow. Just shocked at how I've never had it this high before. Yeah, see, here when I'm making very small stick movements, it feels about right. That's more like it. Oh, that's a little too... So now the transition to that snappy full deflection is a little too abrupt. Oh, that's actually not feel like Mr. Steel now. So as I deflect the stick, there's that moment where it crosses over into that really abrupt. I like that. That's what I like. I almost like my stick travel to be divided into two segments. Like below 65%, I'm just doing normal flying, and then above 65%, oh, seriously, above 65%, I'm just like, yeah, super fast. Damn it. What I want to show you guys is that as I deflect it, oh, I'm still in turtle mode. There we go. As I deflect the stick, there's a point where it just suddenly transitions to super fast. So see that? So what that gives me is that gives me these really snaps. So I can go yada 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 up in the air like that. You see these snaps. Controlled, snappy. A little issue with how it's flying. Controlled, snappy. See, and I want that sudden snap to be able to come out. And I'm not even going to full deflection every time. This rates feel okay. Take this camera, take a little getting used to. Yeah, let's just put this prototype quad in a tree, shall we? That'd be great. What? Oh, air mode. Oh my god, air mode. Don't fly again. See, I went to 0 throttle and it tipped. Air mode. Let's turn on air mode. Never fly without air mode. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. The first flight of Betaflight 3.5. Did it blow me away? Did it knock my socks off? It flew pretty good. I will say that the yaw axis, which usually feels pretty smushy... Let me unplug this thing before I point it at my face. I will say... Thank you. I will say that the yaw axis, which usually feels pretty smushy to me on default PIDs, and I always turn up P-gain, does not feel that way at all. This quad is going to require a little bit more fine-tuning. It's got some stuff that's coming out, and I'm not sure why. A little jitters, and it's getting unsettled when I do snap rolls, especially flips. It's getting slightly unsettled, as if one motor's not spinning up reliably. But yeah, I like it. I'm going to play with it some more and figure out. The number one thing I noticed was that the rates felt really different. No idea why, so we got a little rates tutorial there. How about that? Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and happy flying.